Number 1, the Burglar. The Burglar is the most iconic NPC that we have for The Sims, and that's because it is so funny. Apparently, allegedly, in The Sims 2, they didn't actually put the Burglar in because it would be too shocking and distressing for players of the game. That's what I heard. I don't think it's shocking or really anxiety provoking. I think it's absolutely hilarious. And I love that my Sims are just playing chess and they didn't even notice. And this guy is just casually napping our really expensive paintings. And a sofa, apparently, because that's right, he can fit a sofa in his little bin bag. Obviously, with burglars, we also got police, which is something that we didn't really have in The Sims 4 either. We've got detectives with Get to Work, but it's not the same. Number 2, creating your own world. You could create your own world actually ever since The Sims 1, but in The Sims 2 it was super easy because you could actually just create a custom neighborhood in the main game. You could choose from a list of canvas maps that you could create a whole new world from. You can give it a random name. You can choose whether it's grass, dirt, desert or concrete. Let's make concrete land. Why not? And now we've created our rather terrifying and depressing concrete land where everything is made of concrete. Considering like how old The Sims 2 is, like you can put trees, not that it's realistic to put trees on concrete, but you can basically edit the world with whatever stuff you like. Do we want palm trees in concrete land? Why not? Give them something nice to boost morale. You can add just a load of random miscellaneous decorations wherever you like in whichever way that you like. You can even add flying planes and rainbows and flowers and ocean waves and bus stops and UFOs and tall skyscrapers if you like. It really is honestly so in depth. And you can plop lots basically anywhere as long as they fit on a road. You can basically plop any lot anywhere. You can create custom lots. It really is absolutely amazing. Obviously, what I've created today is a bit distressing. But if you spent the time doing it, you could create something really nice. We also have something called custom worlds in The Sims 3. In The Sims 3, there is actually a separate create a world tool that you would download separately. You can make your own world, but the easiest thing to do is just download custom ones online. And there are honestly tons, literally tons. What's this, New York City? Like, do you want to just download New York and live in New York in The Sims? Why not? You could do that in The Sims 3. Obviously, with the way that worlds work in The Sims 4, unfortunately, we can't have custom ones and they just literally do not exist full stop, and I really miss it. The third thing I miss is plastic surgery. Yes, that's right, I said plastic surgery. Do I want plastic surgery in real life? I would like a rhinoplasty. I would like my nostrils smaller, and I would like jawline surgery. So one of the career awards for The Sims 2 University Showbiz career is Dr. Vu's automated cosmetic surgery station. This is honestly the funniest thing. So let's try modify our facial structure. Although Matthew Picasso, you're already a fitty. You have a really lovely face, and I don't want to ruin it, but I am going to ruin it. I apologize. So you can literally just go in and give him any kind of surgery you like. Do we want to give him really sucked in cheekbones? Yes, we do. Okay, let's just give him like a normal face. Or should we give him, okay, this looks like a Chad face. Let's give him a proper Chad face. And there we go. It has worked. Jessica Picasso, you are also getting a Chad face. I very much apologize. Should we give her a nice face? What should we go for? Should we go for the last one, the bottom one? Okay, that looks quite nice. And now she looks really lovely. Do you know what? There's some other random things in the career rewards section as well that we don't have in The Sims 4. Like this special telephone, which you can use to call the Grim Reaper and bring somebody back to life. Or this coconut pinball machine. Or this golden ballet pole. Or this cute little koi pond right here. Or how about a chocolate making factory? Or a biotech station. We've got a literal obstacle course. Got mini golf. You like mini golf? We got mini golf. Like The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 and even The Sims 1 comes with a lot of stuff that we don't really have in The Sims 4. I really miss them. Yes, I do. Number 4, the adult humor. I honestly miss the humor of The Sims 1 when we have the stripper cage or we had that cake where Sims would pop out of. I miss the iconic vibrating heart bed. Unfortunately, for copyright reasons, I cannot actually show you the trailer for the previous Sims games, but if you look at, for example, like the Sims 2 announcement trailer, it was so naughty in the trailer. And if you look at the Sims 4 trailer, it's just so like boring in comparison. I've actually got an entire video called Has the Snowflake Generation Killed Off the Sims 4? And it talks about this in a lot of detail. So I'll pop a link to that in the description below. But fundamentally, just to give you a brief overview, like the Sims 4 compared to previous Sims games, if you haven't played them before, really doesn't have that much adult humor. And I do miss the adult humor because like the majority of people who play the Sims are adults. It's not a kid's game. It's a teen plus game. And the majority of people who play it are either in the older teen category or they're adults. So it honestly just doesn't make sense why the Sims team are trying to be more child friendly, because they're literally not appealing to their target demographic in the slightest. Why do you think we have so many adult mods for the Sims 4? Because we're missing all of that humor from the Sims 4 base game. Number 5, drivable cars. Even the Sims 2, which didn't have an open world, had cars. Like if I just make my Sim take his car for a spin, all he'll do, even though it's not next to the road, he'll just get in the car and then the car will just magically pop onto the road. Where is it? There we go. And it's just going off right over here. Not only did we have cars in the Sims 2, we had helicopters. Of all things, we have a helicopter. This is how amazing the Sims 2 was, the Sims 3 was. Even the Sims 1 had vehicles. The Sims 4 does not have vehicles. It just has fake vehicles. And I know there's a lot of speculation in the Sims community. Do we want cars or not? Guys, The Sims is a life simulation game. Cars are a normal part of life. It's unacceptable that we do not have them. And I want them back. Number 6, we have purchasable clothes. So in The Sims 2, if we go to plan outfit, you only really have the clothes that you're wearing. You do have a few more clothes from different outfit sections, but if you want more, you actually, oh my god, she's going to wet herself. I do apologize, Jessica, but I am just using you for B-roll footage, so I'm not going to let you have away. Anyway, in The Sims 2, if you actually want more clothes, you need to go to the shop. Now, in The Sims 4, we have the retail system, but it doesn't really mean anything because your Sims can just grab random clothes from CAS if they click plan outfit. Like, you have the full selection available. In The Sims 2, if you want more, you actually have to go to the shop. The exact same goes for The Sims 3. If you want more, you actually have to go and buy them from the shop, which I think is so cool. I do find The Sims 4 very unrealistic in that you can just grab any outfit from CAS at any point. Like, why does that make any sense? You don't do it with build buy mode. You can't just grab any object for free. So why do you do it with clothes? I like the immersiveness of actually going to the shop and buying clothes. Same with food shopping in The Sims 2 and in The Sims 3. If you wanted food shopping, you'd actually have to go to the supermarket and get it. In The Sims 4, you just buy it from your fridge. And as you have cottage living, you can get some things from a market stall, but it's not really the same. Number 7, curved pools. We even had curved pools, by the way, in The Sims 2. Slides were not something you'd have to pay for DLC. It just came in the base game. It's a small feature, but I don't know why we don't have it in The Sims 4 yet. Number 8 is the absence of Belagoth. Belagoth is supposed to be missing. Like, it's in her lore as a townie that she is supposed to be missing. The disappearance of Belagoth. It's like the big Sims mystery. Yet she hasn't disappeared in The Sims 4. It's in an alternate reality. In other words, they couldn't be bothered to put storylines and lore in the game. And in this alternate reality, in other words, laziness, they just made her a normal townie and there's no storyline about her disappearing. I do miss storylines and lore in The Sims 4 in general, but not even bothering just with the Belagoth thing, which is supposed to be like the most iconic thing, was just pure insult. Is that a hard thing to say? Yes, it is. But is it true? Also, yes, it is. Number 9, hobbies and activities. As I was saying earlier, look at this. We have a little course over here. Not only do we have that, we also have a ballet pole. Oh my god, Jessica's so stinky because I've been neglecting her needs. I do apologize, Jessica. But as you can see, it's like midnight and she's doing ballet outside and she's really hungry. She's about to die and I don't care. Especially with the free time pack, we actually got different kinds of hobbies, which works in a very different way to skills, but make a lot of sense. When you think about The Sims 4, we have likes and dislikes, but it's not a very well-rounded system. Like, you can just make a Sim play basketball and they instantly enjoy it and be good at it. And yeah, it will raise their fitness skill, but it doesn't contribute to liking basketball specifically as a hobby and doing well at it as a hobby. The Sims 4 Sims probably have the worst personality out of all of the Sims games, including The Sims 1. The Sims 1 Sims had more personality than The Sims 4 Sims. And I really just miss the idea of having Sims like individual things and autonomously want to do things associated with their hobbies. In The Sims 2, if they like film and literature, then they want to be in a book club. They want to read books. They want to watch movies. They want to write books. In The Sims 4, you can have a bookworm Sim who likes reading, but it's just not really the same. And I do really miss the intricacy of having a hobby system. At number 10, we have cutscenes. I really miss cutscenes. Cutscenes were only really in The Sims 2. I personally think that cutscenes will resolve a lot of problems in The Sims 4. For example, a Sims 4 pack like My Wedding Stories was so broken, but if weddings were just like a cutscene event, then we wouldn't have the issue. I do think The Sims 4 was very sloppily put together when it comes to certain events, and you just kind of get like a basic animations when your Sims propose or when they get married. I really love that in The Sims 2 it was always a gamble. Will they accept your proposal or not? And it would have a special animation and cutscene for it. I love when you make a sim woohoo for the first time, they have their first time woohoo cutscene. Again, linking into my fourth point about adult humor. Like, look at this cutscene of Cassandra Goff proposing to Don Lothario, and he's really excited, but he's not accepted it. Literally gutted, mate. Oh well. And now she's really upset. And as you can see, she's still in love with him, but she's furious with him. And they're still best mates and deeply in love, but she's furious, and that's because The Sims 2 had complex emotions, which is another thing. I guess, is that number 11? I guess that's number 11. I was only planning on making this 10 things, but why not? Let's have number 11, complex emotions. I missed that from previous Sims games. There is a lot I missed from previous Sims games. Guys, what do you miss that I haven't mentioned already? If you're curious, by the way, I did actually do a comparison between The Sims 4 and The Sims 3, and The Sims 4 and The Sims 2, so make sure you check out one of those videos if you want to. See you in the next one.